Fast Pitch program is a wonderful program that was started at Cal State 6 or 7 years ago, and I was honored to have the opportunity to sponsor the program. Fast Pitch is when you, a part of business is kind of like Shark Tank. Think of Shark Tank. So it's actually kind of a situation to where, you know, when you step into an elevator and you'll go over and Bill Gates is standing there, and you've got, you're riding the elevator and you've got 1 minute to introduce yourself, tell him about your business, get him to invest and walk out of the elevator with a check. That's a fast pitch. It's really interesting, and I felt really connected to the fast pitch because of what happened to me in my early days in business. Actually, I really had no business at the time. I was just had moved out of the garage. I had no employees. I was the only employee. I had never worked in a theme park. I had never had anything, any construction experience or anything. And I did have one character that I built, though, as a piece to show off, Wendell, the unicycle rider, and I'd worked on him for a couple of years, and the figure looked like he rode a unicycle. And through a lot of really tricky business, I got myself thrust in front of the chairman of the board of MGM Grand. And it's a long story how I got there. It's a really funny story, but we don't have time for that tonight. But here I was, this crazy kid, shaking with my briefcase that I'd bought at Goodwill for 50 cents, talking to the chairman of the board of MGM. And I had 10 minutes, that's a little more than these kids have, 10 minutes to convince him that I could build all the figures for the largest ride in their theme park at MGM that is no longer there, but at the time, and he basically looked at that and said, if you can build that figure, you can build the things in our park. So he gave me the job, and so, you know, and it was funny, I was just telling the students the other day, we honed these students down that you're going to meet tonight, 5 students. We honed it down from about 18 or 20, and we got 5 great pitches here for you tonight. I was just telling them the other night that a couple of days before we did that judging, I was standing in front of some foreign dignitaries that were building a theme park overseas, and I had stood up in my conference room and I said, I'm Garner Holt, and we're the largest company in the world that does what we do, and we've worked in 34 countries, and I'm talking, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, this is the fast pitch again, this is what I'm judging in a couple of nights, I'm doing it myself, and it's 40 years later, and I told the kids, I said, you know what, get good at this, because you're always going to be doing this, you're always going to be given the pitch, you know, maybe some of you don't, maybe some of you are beyond that point, but it's funny in business, you know, you're always selling and giving them the pitch. So you will control the winner tonight by following the directions on the screen. They'll put those up. You'll use your phones to pick first through fifth place. All of them will get money to start their business. They get, I think first place is $4,000, and then it goes down from there. First place is, you know, all that money is very valuable. I talked to somebody out here when we were gathering for dinner, and a gentleman came up to me and said that he was one of the fast pitch students from a couple of years ago, and that their business is going well, and they're in the black, and everything is going upwards. So I said, that's a great testimonial. It really works, and so you pick the student pitch that you like best, and they'll go away with money and prizes and a brand new Lamborghini. Actually, a photo of a Lamborghini, that gives them incentive, but they get the $4,000 in cash, you know. So I'm proud to be involved in it. So thank you very much. Enjoy the fast pitch competition. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Recently, I had the opportunity to take my daughter out to a restaurant where we ate. We were sitting there eating our food when all of a sudden, I smelled something that definitely was not food. And I was thinking to myself, oh, crap. Literally. I picked my daughter up so we can go to the restroom, and when we got inside, there wasn't a diaper changing table. Even if there was a diaper changing table, those things are infected with harmful bacteria that are left behind from all the other users. And let's face it, children like to touch anything and everything, and a public diaper changing table, that is the last thing that I would want my child to be touching. That is why I've came up with my product, the Easy Change Diaper Changing Table. Easy Change is a portable and foldable diaper changing table that fits inside any size diaper bag, just as any conventional changing pad would. It hooks onto the top of any stall wall and folds out so you have a clean and flat surface to change your child on. With about 4 million children born in the U.S. each year, the market for this product is constantly growing and will only continue to grow. I will get a patent on the design and then sell direct to consumers through online sales and then work my way into bigger retailers. My name is Jonah Michaels. Help me revolutionize the baby changing industry. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Adam Rupert and I'm with Umwelt. Umwelt is a sixth sense navigation system. It guides you to your destination without you ever looking at a screen. It tells you traffic information without ever saying a word. Umwelt converts all of this information into easily understood vibrations that will be fed through your smartwatch or your smartphone. Umwelt navigation converts directions into patterns of vibrations. These patterns will be very similar to Morse code. A certain pattern will stand for a certain thing. Umwelt will also have a sensory mode. This mode will convert traffic information into these vibrations. All right. Since you are receiving information about the world around you through these vibrations, this makes Umwelt a sense, so you will have 6 senses. All right. If there is traffic, construction, or a CHP officer ahead, you will sense it before you see it, giving you enough time to adjust your driving, anticipating the road ahead of you. Umwelt increases your foresight from the 2 cars ahead of you to the 2 miles around you. Learning these vibrations would be simple. You would turn it on and drive, and you would learn it while you drove. Most of this information can be taken from Waze or Google Maps API. The hearing impaired would be Umwelt's first target market. They rely on reading the GPS and do not have a voice-over option. There is no GPS system for them on the market today. For the rest of us, the voice-over is an option, but it is a constant interruption to our radio. So you have to choose one or the other. But why choose? Why not have just an extra sense for directions? Directions through vibrations. Umwelt, thank you.
So Dr. Mike Stoll told us last week that you can only see the first 2 rows of tables and to not to worry about anything, no pressure, and thanks, Mike, I can see everyone here. But what do we all have in common? Everyone. Every couple hours we have to go use the restroom. Now let me paint you this picture. You're out at the biggest pregame tailgate party this season. Better yet, you're at the Coachella Arts Music Festival. Now this is a multiple day event on 100+ degree weather, and you're out having the time of your life. You're barbecuing, you're drinking, you're enjoying good company with better people. Then a couple hours pass by, your food digests, and you realize that it's not really cooperating with you. So what do? I guess you can go use the nearest porta potty, but keep in mind that we're in 100+ degree weather here. Now let me tell you something else, and I think we can all collectively agree that these porta potties are disgusting. The exposure to bodily functions, the smell, the flies, and to top it off, the desert heat. I'm just not gonna get into that right now, but what if I had a solution to this personal problem for a small charge? Now my service is aimed for the millions of people that enjoy some of life's simple pleasures. Professional sporting events, music festivals, concerts, marathons, just to name a few. By implementing better quality restrooms with actual porcelain toilets, running water, cooling AC, and we cannot forget about the ultra plush toilet paper, we can all get rid of this public restroom porta potty phobia. Now my restrooms will be cleaned and inspected every 20 minutes for guaranteed cleanliness, and there will be a flat $5 fee per restroom use. I need your help to help launch my vision and hopes to adopt a future franchise model. And let's not forget that the customers using my service are going to benefit from relaxation, comfort, but most important, privacy. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Luis Moreno. Thank you very much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing this evening? Good, good. Okay, so who here has toddlers or absent-minded people in their lives? And who here has toddlers or absent-minded people that love to hide or lose things? I know I do. Now, the one thing my 2 toddlers love to lose the most is my remote control and their batteries. Now, I understand remote controls make our lives easier, However, don't you hate it when you can't find your remote control, or you can't find the batteries, or you find the batteries are dead? Well, due to my struggles, I have created a remote control that uses no batteries and runs on self-generated power and is easy to locate when lost. Now, in order to charge the remote control, all you have to do is shake it. And in order to locate the lost remote control, all you have to do is clap, and the remote control will emit a loud noise. Now, there are over 100 million households in the US that use at least one remote control. And over $1.9 million is spent on replacement batteries that are just going to be thrown in the landfill. Now, these households are our target market. However, once we get a provisional patent in place and our technology is protected, we are going to go to the satellite and the cable companies and have them either use our remote instead of their existing remote, or retrofit their existing remotes with the technology from our remote. My name is Joelle Passarello. Please help me re-engineer the remote control with the Shake and Go remote. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reality is there is music out there you would all one day love but never get a chance to hear. New beats, new lyrics, and new riffs surround us everywhere we go but are left unheard. And so I present to you all a Pandora-like radio, but for local music. Now, as an aspiring musician, a pooling strategy is needed to expose people to their sound, forcing them to go out of their way just to spread awareness. And that is until Echo Radio. Now, only local music will be played within the mobile app, a simple process whereby artists can upload their tracks to our cloud server, and then we can broadcast into people's ears. Now, currently, the market for mobile music stands at $100 million and is expected to grow. And the possibilities for expansion go beyond the traditional means of ad space, which we will utilize. However, we can extend value and services to not only us as listeners, but to those bands providing us content as well. And the fact is, folks, there is a lot of music out there that we are missing out on. And for example, with social media as a whole, 70% of online artists and band profiles remain undiscovered. Why? Why is such a large number unheard while the 30% lies with mainstream artists that we have listened to time and time and time again? So ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario Perez, and I ask you all this. Do you want to hear something new? Are you ready to get loud? Thank you.
What we want to do is announce the winners. And again, all did very fine pitches. So first up is our $1,000 award, goes to Mario Perez with Echo Radio. And our $2,000 award goes to Jonah Michaels with the Easy Change Baby Table. And our top award, $4,000, goes to Joelle Passarello with the Shake and Bake or Shaker thing. Your award recipients.
Their inspiration is coming from you. The students come to this event and they become inspired, and they see that. The very first year we did this event, a year later I had a student call me and he said, because of coming to this event, I was inspired and I started my own business.